In Matthew 9:9-13, as Jesus continued his journey, he came across a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. Jesus simply said, "Follow me." And without hesitation, Matthew got up and followed him. Later, while Jesus was dining at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners gathered to eat with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they questioned Jesus' disciples, asking, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" Upon hearing this, Jesus replied, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." Matthew's immediate response to Jesus' call is particularly noteworthy. Without hesitation, he abandoned everything, his job and his wealth, to follow Jesus. He didn't deliberate for days or weeks, but instantly rose and followed Christ. This decision is striking because, as a tax collector, Matthew's job was financially lucrative. During biblical times, tax collectors, or publicans, were responsible for collecting taxes on behalf of the Roman Empire or local rulers. These individuals were often viewed as corrupt, disliked by their fellow Jews, and branded as traitors for collaborating with the occupying Roman authorities. Many tax collectors took advantage of their position, exploiting people to amass personal wealth. In the Roman Empire, tax collectors were tasked with collecting various forms of revenue, including duties on goods, property taxes, and head taxes. They were often allowed to charge more than what was required, keeping the surplus as profit. The Roman government typically auctioned the right to collect taxes, meaning tax collectors often paid the state in advance and recouped their investment and more through overcharging the public. This practice contributed to their reputation as dishonest and greedy. Matthew's decision to leave behind such a profitable and prestigious position without a second thought suggests that the call to follow Jesus is not based on human decisions or reasoning, but on God's divine calling. It reflects the truth that we are not saved because we choose Jesus, but because he calls us. Just as the earth was void and formless until God spoke, "Let there be light," and creation was brought forth, we are saved not by our own choice, but by God's grace and calling. We didn't choose Jesus. He chose us.